Hello everyone, I am MD and this is the Fourth Branch project, the first and only program dedicated exclusively for those with common sense, a spirit of patriotism, and a dedication for a more perfect union. Today we continue with the series The Making of Fox News. If you missed the first two episodes, that provides a basic background as to when Fox was created and what the objective was. You can find it on the People Branch YouTube channel. That's People Branch YouTube channel for the previous episodes. Today we're going to continue the series The Making of Fox News, which will give you an idea as to not only the objective that Rupert Murdoch had when he launched Fox, but why today Fox has not lived up to its name. Thank you for watching. Now, think for a moment the danger that represents to a nation where you have 100 million people that tune into a station. All that they hear day in, day out is lie, lie, lie. Now, it serves them well because they like hearing it. If you remember, during the Obama tenure as a president, you tune into Fox, the only thing you hear at any point in time is whatever Obama did was wrong. Now imagine that for 8 years. In fact, I was watching just before I made this video, I was watching a program at Fox that was aired one day after Obama assumed the presidency. Just one day, on January 21st. And I just couldn't believe my ears that one day later, they had so many bad things to say about Obama that you have to imagine how in the world can any news organization justify saying anything bad about a new administration that hasn't done anything yet, but find everything that's bad about the organization. Now, I will be showing you from time to time during the process of this video that some clips, some excerpts of video that was aired on Fox to prove the point that there is no news at Fox. What you are about to hear happened on January 20th, 2009, the day that Obama took the oath of office. The context, one of the words was not said properly and Obama has to repeat it. But as far as the great anchors at Fox, that wasn't enough. Listen to what the suggestion they have as far as that mistake is concerned.
You know, Megan, I have to say, I'm not sure that Barack Obama really is the President of the United States because the oath of office is set in the Constitution. And I wasn't at all convinced that even after he tried to amend it, that John Roberts ever got it out straight and that Barack Obama ever said the prescribed words.
Wallace is one of the smart ones at Fox. And this is where Fox's audience is educated. imagine the damage to the nation. Just imagine for a moment that day in, day out, that's what you are exposed to.
Fox is masqueraded as a news organization, and that is really the greatest danger. The greatest danger to the country is that. Now, we talked about 9/11, where a group of terrorists come to the country and cause damages. We talk about ISIS that's plotting to blow up America. We talk about today North Korea, that's a danger to the country. Now, this is not to minimize those dangers to the world, not just to the United States. Those are danger that the world has to cope with. Those are concern that the whole world has to come together to confront those issues and try to find a solution for. But nothing can be compared to a nation where its citizens are ignorant of truth, ignorance of the facts. And that is exactly what we are getting with Fox. Every single day, it's worse than the idea of brainwashing someone with some concept that's untrue. A specific thing, the cult or religious activities, cult activities that could brainwash a small group of people to believe in certain things. Now, it is a grave danger to the country. Again, this is not a fight between Democrat and Republican. It is a fight between the truth and the lies.
Don't go anywhere. The Fourth Branch program will return in just a moment. Donald Trump has transformed America in ways no one could ever anticipate. One can only guess where the country will be at the end of his presidency. We have, however, captured the journey to the Oval Office in the book entitled Defiant for America. They said he didn't have the guts to run for public office. He proved them wrong. They said his presidential bid would not last a few weeks. He proved them wrong. They said he could not become the nominee. He proved them wrong. Get a copy of this book and follow Donald Trump in his journey to make America Great Again. Found at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, everywhere online. Get your own copy today. Join me here on the Fourth Branch at 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. every Saturday.
listen to why this is such a crisis for the country. Democracy cannot survive in an environment where truth and facts do not matter. I'll say it again. Democracy cannot survive in an environment where truth and facts do not matter. At Fox, truth and facts do not matter. So when I say that the country is in a serious crisis, this is not an exaggeration. What is killing democracy in the United States? For decades, the United States has waged war across the globe to bring democracy to other countries which did not have it, to the people who've yearned for it, and yes, to the heroes who died for it. Today, democracy is under attack in America. What remains a mystery to most is the cause, which is explained in very great detail in the article, What's Killing Democracy in America, located on the People Branch website, link of which is provided below. Today it is a very big problem for the country because 100 million people are ignorant of the truth. 100 million people are ignorant of facts. I know that because I talked to quite a few of those people. I meet them, I converse with them, I survey them, I interview them, and it's amazing to see that the kind of things that they hear, they watch on Fox, the kind of things that they seen or they heard from Sean Hannity, from Fox and Friends, the kind of thing that they hear and they internalize and believe those things are true, there is not even a possibility of having a conversation with those individuals. But here's what makes it even worse. The ignorant are ignorant of their ignorance. Now this is a recipe for disaster, because you cannot even reason with someone who's already so deep into his or her ignorance and try to make a light of it. Because they heard something on Fox said by Sean Hannity, Fox and Friends, and this become their base for conversation. This become the foundation of their knowledge to argue with other people. How do you convince an ignorant person who is ignorant of his or her ignorance that he is ignorant? How do you do that? I haven't learned yet how to do magic trick. But it is frustrating to see that there are so many people in this country that has some of the most renowned universities, that have school everywhere, and some of those people that I just mentioned to you that tune into Fox to listen to Sean Hannity, to listen to Fox and Friends, some of those people have a college degree, some even a master's degree, and I guess I would assume also probably a PhD. And yet, those people are ignorant in the strictest sense of the word. So when I say that the country is in a serious crisis, this is not an exaggeration.
I'll be right back.
After reading several books based on presidents and on Obama specifically, I found that they're typically partisan. The Obama legacy targets the heart of the issue by giving credit to the president where it's due, but definitely coming down hard on Obama on his bigger failures, like his handling of the Syrian crisis.
If you are in college, going to college, you are an educator, a faculty member, or someone with interest in government or politics, The Obama Legacy is definitely a book to read.
My professor recommended The Obama Legacy.
A friend actually recommended The Obama Legacy.
I would highly recommend this book for anyone, whether for academic use or leisure reading.
I would recommend this book to anyone out there searching for an impartial and unbiased look into Barack Obama's tenure as president.
I would definitely recommend this book as a good read for both liberals and conservatives.
Donald Trump has transformed America in ways no one could ever anticipate. One can only guess where the country will be at the end of his presidency. We have, however, captured the journey to the Oval Office in the book entitled Defiant for America. They said he didn't have the guts to run for public office. He proved them wrong. They said his presidential bid would not last a few weeks. He proved them wrong. They said he could not become the nominee. He proved them wrong. Get a copy of this book and follow Donald Trump in his journey to make America Great Again. Found at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, everywhere online. Get your own copy today. Join me here on the 4th branch at 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. every Saturday. Listen to why this is such a crisis for the country. Democracy cannot survive in an environment where truth and facts do not matter. I'll say it again. Democracy cannot survive in an environment where truth and facts do not matter. At Fox, truth and facts do not matter. So when I say that the country is in a serious crisis, this is not an exaggeration. Yes, it sounds like someone ranting and talking about Sean Hannity, talking about Fox. Oh, gee, those liberals, they always have something bad to say. This is expected because, again, the ignorant are ignorant of their ignorance. Yes, being brainwashed by Sean, being brainwashed at Fox, so it is very difficult to grasp the concept of truth. What is true at Fox happened to be the biggest lie that exists in the real world. But here's what makes it, and I couldn't care less that Sean Hannity is a liar and lies all the time. I wouldn't care, and I wouldn't care that Fox is a place where people go to hear other people lie. But what is of concern to me is the fact that meeting on my path, when I meet people that literally are ignorant of facts, are ignorant of the truth, automatically, as a concerned citizen, that has to give you pause. Because listen to why this is such a crisis for the country. Democracy cannot survive in an environment where truth and facts do not matter. I'll say it again. Democracy cannot survive in an environment where truth and facts do not matter. At Fox, truth and facts do not matter. Don't get me wrong, there are a couple of people at Fox that seem to understand what journalism is, what news is. Smith Shepard is one of those people. And if you imagine that is not too well liked by Fox viewers, you would be considered a psychic, because those viewers are so deep in their ignorance that when they watch a host that actually reporting the news, they feel like that person doesn't belong with that organization. But that's not the only reason that Fox should not be allowed to be called Fox News. Because number one, it doesn't report news. Fox creates news, Fox makes news. Fox is subscribed, that is in the continuing in the path of Roger Ailes. Fox is subscribed to anything that is controversial. Fox likes sensationalism that sells, and Fox is in the business of making money.
I'll be right back. Join me here on the Fourth Branch at 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. every Saturday. What is killing democracy in the United States? For decades, the United States has waged war across the globe to bring democracy to other countries which did not have it, to the people who've yearned for it, and yes, to the heroes who died for it. Today, democracy is under attack in America. What remains a mystery to most is the cause, which is explained in very great detail in the article, What's Killing Democracy in America, located on the People Branch website, link of which is provided below.
I'd like to point out that I don't have anything against Fox making money. I don't have any problem with Sean Hannity making millions of dollars. What I have a problem with is Sean Hannity, being the star at Fox, is dumbifying a very large audience. It is difficult today to have a conversation with people who watch Fox because they are ingrained in their ignorance to the point that they equate that to, well, Democrats do not really understand those things. Democrats do not really, those liberals, they a bunch of dummy, they a bunch of this and a bunch of that. But what they fail to understand is their argument are usually based on false information because they get those information at Fox. Fox is subscribed to controversies. Fox is subscribed to sensationalism. They make news, they create news, they do not report news at Fox. So Sean Hannity, and I laser focus on Sean Hannity because he is the bright star at Fox, and this is the individual who tells them about what's going on in the world. And Sean Hannity cannot even rationalize, cannot even sustain a rational conversation. Just because someone can talk, just because someone has a way of convincing others, doesn't translate to that person has knowledge. Now, whether Sean Hannity has knowledge is impossible to know. That is very impossible to come up to that conclusion because, as I said, I don't know the Sean Hannity. I never met him. I watch him. And watching him tell me that he doesn't have anything of substance to offer.
Don't go anywhere. The fourth branch program will return in just a moment.
The United States of America is in a serious crisis. The biggest problem, the crisis that the country is going through now, is to have a network that's called itself news, but that says nothing about news. That's only telling lies, create controversies, and at the same time, educating millions of people to stay or become ignorant. There is nothing that is said by Sean Hannity, there is nothing that is said at Fox that is true. So when I say the country is in a crisis, this is not an exaggeration.
Join me here on the fourth branch at 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. every Saturday.
And what makes it even worse, watching hosts at Fox in general, is the fact that they can take something that sounds like a fact, something that's in the news, they take it and they distort it to present to their audience, who now believe that they just got news at Fox, when everything that they just heard from Sean Hannity, from Fox and Friends, all that made up stories. But it satisfies their craving. So it's kind of a vicious cycle where people who want to hear bad things, for instance, during the Obama tenure, people who want to hear bad things about Obama tune into Fox, they would not be disappointed. Sure enough, from day one, they start hearing bad things about Obama. Now, those same viewers go out there and having a conversation with other people and telling them the bad things that Obama are doing, the Obama administration or his appointees are doing. Now, they just got that from Fox. They wanted to hear that. Now, they heard it from Fox that reinforced their false belief, and now they go and tell more people about it. And now Fox take that, because now Fox is telling you there are so many people out there that believe that Obama is bad for the country, and now bring it back again to the airwaves. So it becomes a vicious cycle where Fox tells you what you want to hear because you hate Obama so much that you want to hear a program that only talks about how much they hate Obama, and you go and talk to your friends, and then the cycle continues. Now, to the audience, to the viewers, it's actually very bad. And the reason it's that bad is because the audience is becoming more and more ignorant. Fox viewers are being dummified. To Fox, however, to Sean Hannity, to anybody that works there, it's good. And the reason it's good is because the viewership is increasing. That brings more money. Because when they tell their advertisers that we used to have 70 million viewers, now we have 95 million, we're going to have to charge you a little bit more. Advertisers do not argue with numbers. And advertisers want viewership, want as many people as possible to hear about their product. So Fox subscribe to controversies because it brings money. So when they say follow the money, it is indeed true that anything at all that you want to get to the bottom of, all you have to do is follow the money.
Don't go anywhere. The Fourth Branch program will return in just a moment. Join me here on the Fourth Branch at 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. every Saturday. Donald Trump has transformed America in ways no one could ever anticipate. One can only guess where the country will be at the end of his presidency. We have, however, captured the journey to the Oval Office in the book entitled Defiant for America. They said he didn't have the guts to run for public office. He proved them wrong. They said his presidential bid would not last a few weeks. He proved them wrong. They said he could not become the nominee. He proved them wrong. Get a copy of this book and follow Donald Trump in his journey to make America Great Again. Found at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, everywhere online. Get your own copy today. In 1996, a small network by the name of Fox News was launched with just 17 million viewers. Today, with over 100 million people watching regularly, Fox has become the greatest threat to our democracy.
constantly bombarding the airwaves with false information, distortion of facts, and outright lies, presenting to its audience as news. Fox has created an army of blissful ignorance. According to a recent survey, 82% of Fox viewers are ignorant of facts and the truth. To keep millions of people in ignorance not only prevents democracy from flourishing, but it also clears the path to authoritarianism, to dictatorship. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Nothing in all the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity." Let me finish by saying that democracy cannot survive in an environment where truth and facts do not matter. At Fox, truth and facts do not matter. Indeed, democracy in America is in jeopardy. It is a crisis the country can no longer ignore. Join me here on the Fourth Branch at 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. every Saturday.